Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Josie's Point of View, where we focus on human interest stories from the Carolinas and beyond. Today it's Friday and it's March the 3rd, 2023. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to extend to you a warm welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you find the information here to be informative. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. You know, I always say the tide changes so frequently here on these YouTube streets. So you always have to acknowledge where your support comes from. And I want you to know, I sincerely thank you for your support. Feel free to like and to share this video. And don't forget to subscribe. And our story today is coming out of South Lenoir High School, which is located in Deep Run, North Carolina. And I have to admit that I had never heard of Deep Run, North Carolina before. So I took a few minutes just to go look it up, and I found out it's a very small town, very small population less than 1,000. So I learned something new. So take a look at the headline. And it reads, teacher seen on video beating two students with an extension cord. I'll provide you with a summary here, and as always, I'll place links to a few of the full articles in the description box. You know, I had to change my scheduled video for this week to cover this breaking story from yesterday, which was March the 2nd, and it has to do with an adult displaying very poor judgment and child abuse as well. It's about a teacher at a local high school who was captured on video beating two senior high school students with an extension cord. And to say I was disturbed by what I saw is an understatement. Disturbed, but not really shocked. And let me say, I have very strong feelings about what took place in that classroom. So I'd like to encourage you to stick with me until the end of the story so I can share my personal perspective on the type of abuse that I witnessed by an authority figure. So the focus of our story is on South Lenoir High School, senior high school with a population of almost 800 students. And I took a few minutes to look up some demographics and background information, and a few things stood out to me. First, the school is located in a small town with a population that is less than 1,000. Also, the enrollment at the school, again, was just around 800. It appears the school is located in a rural area as well as an economically disadvantaged area, and there is a minority population of 37%, which comprise mostly of Hispanic students. And all of this information is available in the public domain. And we're also talking about this woman, 71-year-old Patricia Graham, a veteran high school teacher. Reports say she had taught for 27 years and retired in 2013. Then she returned to the classroom in 2014 and has been teaching on a part-time basis since that time. So it was yesterday that the story began trending, and the incident actually took place the day prior, which was Tuesday. And there's a video that shows Patricia Graham in a classroom with students, and she walked to the side of the room, and there are students sitting at desks. There are desks and students all around her, but she's holding a folding object in her hand. She then reaches out and hit one student in a blue sweater with the object that she had in her hand. Now that first student in that blue sweater moves away after being struck. Graham then reaches out and strikes another student in a black shirt. Now in that video that I saw, she seemed to be really going down and using a lot of force as she was hitting those students. Now one student, the second one in the black sweater, lifted up his hand in a defensive manner. I could not hear what she was saying, but reports after striking that second student, Graham stated, "Now sit down." Now it was reported the students involved were 16 and 17 years old. It was also confirmed that the object she used to hit those students was a folded extension cord. Now, the video was obviously taken by someone in that classroom, and then it was uploaded onto Facebook and, of course, shared by a few hundred people. It also made its way back to the school's resource officer, who shared it with the school administrators and the police. And as expected, it made its way to the office of the district attorney, who made the decision to pursue an indictment. And by the time this news story hit the news and we found out what had happened, the teacher had already resigned from a teaching job at South Lenoir High School. And you know what I think? I think the only reason why any action was taken as quickly as it was is because the video went viral. I personally don't believe this was an isolated incident, and I have to say allegedly. I believe if the authorities were to interview current and past students, I'm sure they will discover that other students were beaten and abused as well. And the reason I say is that because Patricia Graham was a veteran teacher. She had been teaching for over 3 decades, and she knew what the expectations were of her in the classroom. And she was just too comfortable using that extension cord as she reached out and began hitting those students. It would be hard for anyone to convince me that she had not done that on students before. And she's probably not the only teacher to have done so. And again, I have to say allegedly. But when you have disadvantaged students, and especially those in rural areas, not too many people in position of authority are really paying attention, it won't surprise me one bit if an investigation is completed, not only for students in this particular classroom, but for other classrooms. I won't be surprised to learn that other students have been beaten by teachers as well. And this is how this veteran teacher placed herself in the line of fire. She compromised not only her job, but her safety. It seems as if she allowed her poor judgment and maybe some anger to cloud her view of reality, and she probably never realized the potential danger that she faced. But I have to say, in all honesty, if this was my child or my children, when I found out that she had been beating my child with an extension cord, all hell was going to break loose and somebody would have been going to jail. Because I would have wanted to visit the school, take the same extension cord, double it up just like she did, and whip her behind as well. And I all have to say allegedly. I said, but I don't advocate violence, but what gives her the right to think that she has extra rights under the law? Why is it she is able to beat those children when the parents are not allowed to discipline them in the same way? It's abusive and she needs to be punished. Also, what if that 15-year-old who is at an age where he could have fought her and probably knocked her down, what if he had decided to hit her back? Now we would be blaming the child. I had just read about another student who stumped a teacher until that teacher went unconscious. This could have been a similar incident. She should really count her blessings. Patricia Graham probably does not realize just how lucky she was. Now, the Lenoir Public School leadership has issued a statement in which they acknowledged the incident, verified that they had communicated with the parents involved, and with the exception of saying the teacher is no longer employed by the school, they have indicated there will be no further comment on the matter. And today, there is no information available as to when her first court date will be or what the potential punishment she may face if she's found guilty. But I'll try to stay on top of this story, and I'll bring you updates whenever they are available. And that's all I have for you right now. Feel free to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about this video. And by all means, feel free to like it and to share it. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button. It's on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And if you click on the bell that looks just like this one, that's a notification bell. If you click on that notification bell, you'll be the first to know whenever a new video is uploaded. I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.